everybody, we are here at Beans and Greens farm today. It was supposed to be a thunderstorm today, but it looks like it held off for us. Woo! We are a little bit cloudy, but still a nice enough day to paint. You know, kind of breezy, warm, so we're doing all right. We have a couple students with us. We decided to do some lovely flower arrangements on a table, kind of make it easy, under the nice shade of some trees. This is what I'm painting. Love the yellow and purple combination, maybe with a little bit of some of that going on in the background. Testing out my mini Pochade box today that I just constructed, see if it actually works, see how it goes. Alright, that's it for this one. We are packing up. Had very much fun painting the pretty flowers. The weather did not suck on us. Yay! This is what we got. A little 5x5 mini. Adorable! Okay, so we are back in the studio. Just got back from Beans and Greens farm. Here's our little painting. Very cute. It's also wet. So this actually worked out better than I expected. I know I didn't mention it in a previous video, but I was kind of putting together a little Pochade box to make it exactly the way that I wanted it, because there's all kinds of little features and you could spend like $200, $250 on a Pochade box, you know, ready-made from some other company, and it's probably going to be missing something that you really want, or there's just going to be something you wish you could change about it. So I just decided to kind of do the whole thing custom myself. So all I did was purchase just a plain wood box on Amazon of the correct dimensions and size and shape that I wanted. Shockingly, it's actually really difficult to find boxes of a particular size or that are square. Most boxes that you find if you just buy boxes online are either made of really cheap flimsy wood, which you don't want, or they're rectangular. I specifically wanted a square box, so this was perfect. All I did was replace the regular hinges with these tension hinges. And this allows the box to stay open however you set it. And it's pretty rigid. Then I added a tripod mount. I just got this on Jackson's Art Supplies. The box and the tripod mount individually are the most expensive items, and those by themselves are about $30. So already just the box and the tripod mount, you're already $30 in, but that's a fraction of what you would spend on a regular Pochade box. Everything else is incredibly cheap. And when you open it up, there's this folding tray. I just have a couple of little hinges right there, and just a little notch there to prevent things from rolling off. This I might use to clip on my medium or to hold my palette knife. I could also use several magnet clips and I could attach all kinds of things to this tray, but it gives you just a little bit more surface area rather than just the palette space. The palette itself is actually a removable attachment so that I can store things in it underneath, and this gives me about a couple of inches of space. So small tubes of paint, maybe some extra clips or some kind of hardware that you might want to carry with you, maybe a little bit of medium, so it gives you a little bit of spare room in there. Solving, you know, the problem of like how to arrange everything so that it fits and in such a compact size and still have it be functional and have sufficient space to actually be practical and to paint on was a bit of a challenge for me. I mean, look at all the holes in the side of this thing. That's because it took me that many tries to figure out where the hell to put hinges and how to make everything fit. I actually ended up just doing it on the other side instead because I just messed up this side so badly. But this is the prototype. This is just, you know, run one. Now I know what works and now I know what fits, so the next one I won't mess up so badly. I'll be selling these to my students. Let me know if you want one. I stained the wood pieces. I also have these little square dowels, one right here and one right here, and this allows it to hold a panel of a particular size. So this particular box and the way that it's put together is meant to hold a 5.5 by 5.5 panel perfectly, so all you do is just slip it in the top one, lean it against the bottom one, and it will hold your panel in place, and wind and movement won't knock it over. It's actually pretty secure. Likewise, you could transport a wet panel this way, and it would prevent the paint from hitting flat on the cover. I've also added this little hardware here in case you wanted to stand something up like that. It will prevent it from sliding down. I'm actually, on the next one, I'm going to do more of these so that this is more secure. I was just going to do a wood strip going across that would actually serve as kind of a lip or an easel, but it ended up not leaving enough room for my folding tray or my palette, so couldn't do that. And in addition, I just attached these cord separators, which serve as brush holders, so that when you have a wet brush, you don't want it to be in the way or blow away, you just stick it right in there. And your palette box will hold it for you. Look at that. So all in all, like, solving the problem of how to put this thing together in the way that I wanted, in such a way that it would actually work, was time consuming, but the actual work and money that went into this was not excessive. The actual cost of materials for one single box this exact way was about $50, you know, just for transparency's sake. So when you consider that it's something that is customizable the way that you want it, is compact, portable, convenient, beautiful, and, you know, affordable. I mean, a regular box that size, if you bought it from any other company, would probably run you $150. So it's about a third of that cost. It's not too bad. As a side note too, this palette is just cut sheets of acrylic, clear acrylic, with some bookboard glued to it to tint it tan or gray, and then just some wood molding on the side to make an elevated tray. There's probably better ways to do this, but this is just the first solution I came up with, and I tested it today. Did seem to work. So I believe this paint box is suitable for any canvas that is obviously mini up to about 6 by 8. I did test it to fit a 6 by 8 canvas and it would work, maybe with a little bit of extra security, maybe magnets or clips or something. I don't know if I would go bigger than that. I don't know if this would be suitable for an 8 by 10 or larger, so I want to paint small because I want easy cleanup, easy setup, easy takedown, and I just want enough speed that I don't feel stressed for time. If I can only be in a location for a couple of hours, I want to know that I can get a full painting done and actually like what I did. I'm noticing that my usual size, which is 8 by 10 for plein air, is taking a little longer than I really have time for. I keep finding that I'm like 20% away from finishing a painting at the end of every session, and I only spend about 3 hours at each location. So I kind of want to go a little bit smaller than that. I think that my new regular size is going to be 5 by 5, 6 by 6, 6 by 8. That sort of thing, because, and I really enjoy mini paintings. I think that they're adorable. So, alright everybody, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, thank you for sticking through to the end. If you want to know more in depth about how I constructed this box, or if you would like one yourself, let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like, much appreciated. And if you'd like to see more content like this, do subscribe. Love to see you come back. Alright everybody, don't forget to get out there and paint, stay beautiful, make lots of beautiful art, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye everybody!